Welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Manzoor Lahi and you're watching AI Studio. In our previous video, we had a discussion about Power BI, how important a tool it is for data analysis, and what are the fundamental features that are available in Power BI, and how it can be used to perform data analysis according to our requirements. So, in this particular video, we are going to work for a particular organization that is working as a multinational corporation, and now they are looking to have an analysis on the performance of their employees. Since we are going through a period of recession, so there are organizations that might require what are the employees, what are the categories of employees that can be laid off or they can be retired. So in this particular video, we are going to perform data analysis for the organization. That data analysis will be based upon the performance of the employees, and for the purpose, we will be reviewing the bonus achievement criteria of the organization. How many employees are there who have achieved the bonus? What were their annual salaries? And how the organization can improve its performance through this analysis. So we are going to start with the import of data. Here you can see that we have data import options available here on this dashboard, and they are given here on this particular point or area as well. We are going to import a particular Excel data sheet. Say here we have employee sample data set, clicking open, and now you can see that it is importing the data for us. Say we want to have the data for this particular organization. There is option that we can transform the data directly, or we can go for direct loading of the data in our Power BI tool. I am clicking load, and here you can see that it is creating the query for the import of data and all the information that is available within the data. The data set has been imported, and it is providing information about the age of the employees, their annual salaries, bonus, etc. All that information is available. Now we are going to work on transforming the data, and for the purpose, we are going here in this report section where we can view the data as per our requirement. Here you can see the data is available in its raw form, and we want to improve it for our data analysis. Say we are going to remove the unwanted information or certain points that are not of our concern. Like here we have column 16 and it doesn't have any information. So as a part of data transform, we are going to remove this particular column, and that can be termed as data cleaning. Similarly, we have another column 17. You can directly remove it from this point by clicking here and then delete from the model. Yes. The other part is sorting of the data. You can see that serial numbers are not sorted directly. So we can go at this point, click here, and here we will be having information about the filters that can be applied or the sorting option. So we are going to sort it in the ascending order, and here you can see by applying the sorting function, it has sorted all the information for us. Another important aspect is to check the category of the data. That is very important in data transformation. Here you can see that by clicking on any of the columns, you can get the information like name of the that particular column, what is the data type in that particular column, what is information in here, how it is summarized, and what is the particular category. Power BI by default goes for the summation function. So if you want to perform individual data analysis, like in our case, we want to perform performance analysis on the basis of individual employees or for individual employees. So we will have to remove this function, or we will have to improve our data, transform our data in such a way that it doesn't get to the sum point. You can see that age, annual salary, and bonus. All these three columns or three pieces of information are in the summation form. So we will have to change their particular category. And for the purpose, I have selected this column here and I am going to click on Don't Summarize. Similarly, going to do with the annual salary, and the same will go for the bonus. So here up till now in this initial part of the video, we have performed the data transformation by cleaning the data, removing unwanted information and columns from our data set, applying the sorting function to have it in a proper sequence, and then changing the category of a particular column so that we can perform the data analysis as per our requirement. Was the initial part of our video. Now we are going to perform the visualization of the data or visual analysis of the data is the second part of our video. That transformed or improved data set is now available here. As you can see that sigma signs have been removed. Here in this particular case of serial numbers it is appearing, but obviously we don't want to change it, or if we want to we can simply go here and then change the category to don't summarize, and here we have this information. So now we are going to perform visual analysis, and for the purpose we have all the available charts that can be used. We can go for some other charts as it was discussed in the previous video. You can ask Power BI as well, but here we are going to work on our own terms. So I am going to select this particular donor chart, and here you can see that now it is asking for legends, values, details, tooltips, etc. We are going to start with the insertion of a particular information or data set that may have some subsets within it. So I'm going to select this business chart. Business unit has been inserted or it has been included in the legends category, and you can see that in the legends it is showing that business units have four sub units with it: corporate, manufacturing, research and development, and specialty products. Those are available here in this particular business unit category. The second part will be annual salary, that in terms of business units, how many employees are getting salary. So by simply dragging it and dropping it here in this particular area that is for values, it has performed the sorting for us. It has sorted how much salary or how much percentage of the total salary given by the corporation these subsets or subsegments of the business units are getting. Like, see, you can say manufacturing here in this particular case, or corporate sector in this case, is getting 23.7% of the total salaries that are transferred by the organization. So, this actually makes sense. It actually performs the data analysis that which particular department is getting what, how many amount. Now, since we wanted to perform the performance analysis, so we are going to insert the bonuses here along with the values. And here you can see. Now, along with the information that was available to us in terms of annual salaries of the particular sub department or subset was taking. Now we have the information about the number of bonuses they are taking. So you can see that it is going for the count of annual salary, or you can add along with that count for bonuses. We can change that particular category simply by clicking here. But in terms of this chart, this analysis, we need the count. But in future, we for some other chart, we may go for the sum of the salary, sum of the bonus, etc. We can change the category here as well. So for the next part, we are going to get information about the annual salary that's being received by a particular employee. Say for the purpose, I'm dragging this particular chart here. You don't need to drag it, you can simply click it and it will appear here. But you have to make sure one thing, that whenever you are inserting a new chart, you should leave the previous chart. Like I have clicked here. If I go for insertion of a new chart, it will change the category of this particular chart. But when you require a new chart, simply click on the vacant space available here. Go here and select any column you want to. As we have this particular column, you can have this column here, or you can simply keep this column here. That's your choice. The purpose for this practice was to show that we can move the column. Now we are going to insert the name. I'm simply going to drag it here in horizontal axis, and then I'm going to drag the salary here in the y axis. So it is providing the information about the salary, but it is providing information in terms of count. We don't want the count of salary. We want the sum of annual salary for a particular employee. So here you can see, simply I have gone here and changed the category. I can go for the average as well. You can see that it is setting according to the descending order. You can see that it is going down, or you can simply go for the sum of the salary. Say we set it as sum of the salary, and here you can see that it is now providing information about the annual salary that a particular employee is receiving here in this particular scenario. So for the next part, now we want to have information about the performance. We have the information about the salary a particular employee is taking. We have the information about uh, the number of employees that are taking salary, and that employees are segmented in terms of departments or subunits. You can also go for the further information. Say we want to analyze the performance of employees with respect to department or with respect to age. So let us insert a particular line chart. I'm doing it. And now I'm going to insert a line chart here. And I want to check the impact of age on the performance of a particular employee. So I have inserted age here. And then I'm going to insert bonus here in this particular y-axis. And here you can see that it is providing information that number of bonuses received by employees for a particular age group. So you can see that the employees who are of the age 25, they have received 22 bonuses, and highest are received by this here by the employees who are at the age of 45, and the lowest are received by actually here 15 by the employees who are 65. So that impact of age is actually coming on their performance. So we are highlighting it for our particular corporation, that once the employees are crossing this particular age, say 60, their performances are going down. And as their performances are going down, that are reflecting in terms of receiving the bonus. Similarly, we can analyze it with the same with respect to the department or with respect to the country as well. Let's see, we want to analyze that how many employees are there from different countries, and what are the departments. So it can give us information about how a particular country is performing for a particular department. That can help our HR for their hiring purposes. So we are going to insert a column here again, as you can see. Now we are going to this particular point. We are going for the country, and then we are going to insert the department in vertical axis. And here it has performed the analysis for us. You can see that for Brazil, we have 139 employees, and for what department? Now there's an issue. We don't want count of the department. We want information about the department or the number of employees that are serving there. So for the purpose, say we can move it to the x-axis. Now let us check the salary, and here you can see. Here in this particular case, you can see that it is actually count of the salary. Say we want sum of the salary, and here you can see now it has segmented for us departments along with a particular country, and then we have the information about the salary that's being received by a particular department and its employees from a particular country. So that shows that Power BI can provide lot of information to us. Now let us go for some other analysis. Say now we want to have information about how many employees are there who are above the age of 60. We need to create some space here, and I'm going to insert the chart here in this particular area, and here it is. Since we want to have information about the employees who are at the age of 60, and along with that we want to have information about how many employees are there at the age of 60 and what are the amount of salary they are taking on annual basis. I'm going to start with the age at that's being placed here in horizontal axis, and here I'm now going to place the annual salary here. Along with that, we can insert the bonuses. You can see it will create this particular chart for us. So you can see with the increase in the age, the performance was going down. We had already analyzed here in bonus, so we can remove it here from here. And here you can see that when the age is 60, here we can simply click here, and you can now analyze how many employees are there that are in the age of 60. Here we have a particular employee, Caroline Nelson, that's taking annual salary quite a lot of amount actually, nearly 0.27 million, and the highlighted amount is also available. Similarly, if we want to go for other employees who are at the age of 60 or above, here there we have another employee, Ryan Ha, and for the next part, you can see that the same is appearing with the other charts. That is, you can see that how many employees are there with in the engineering department, and by clicking here, it is providing information about which country they are from and what is the annual salary of the employees who are greater than the age of 60. Their country is coming, and along with that, we have the information about the annual salary of all those employees. We can go for the count of annual salary. It will provide that information, and it then also actually presents an other feature about Power BI, that Power BI is actually all the charts that we will be inserting in Power BI that will be interrelated. That whatever we will be doing for a particular chart for a particular analysis, it can provide information from an other chart as well. So that shows an other important feature of Power BI that was actually missing in MS Excel. So in according to some data analysis, data analysts or data scientists, you can say that Power BI is actually uh, an improved form of MS Excel. Since in MS Excel you have to do a lot of things on manual basis, but here in this case for Power BI, it is doing all that analysis and performances on the on built-in basis, and it is doing all the performance on direct performance basis. So here you can see that we have all the information. You can use the given data set for your own analysis. For practice problems, it will be shared in the description. It will be available uh, from the description, and you can download it, work on it for your own practice, or you can also apply other data sets as well. In the upcoming video, we will be working on improving the sales of a particular corporation, and we will be starting with the analysis. What are the causes for the decline in the sales for that particular organization? What are the different departments that are actually not performing, or different regions in which they are having lower sales? And that we will be analyzing the overall performance and how it can we can give some suggestions and recommendations to improve their sales. That will be also a part of it. Since then, stay tuned. Thanks for your time.